Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Legend Symbiosis. So I don't really have a strong, long game plan here, but let's talk about our immediate situation. I still think that, in terms of a long game plan, I still think that a quest-based victory is probably pretty reasonable. But we're going to have to figure out what we want to do about our neighbors a little bit. I guess we can just sort of watch and let the situation start to unfold and try to jump in, when two people go to war and somebody starts losing, jump in and try to grab a city or two off of them. Maybe something like that. But in the immediate term, we're working hard on this wonder. Am I still the only person working on it? Well, we can't tell if I'm the only person working on it, but I am the person who has it the most developed. That's good enough for me. So I was debating whether I wanted to buy out this public library or not. The industry cost of the public library is less than a single turn. So we could put it in front of the megapole, but honestly, I would rather not delay the megapole by a turn. Okay, we don't have to. It turns out that we have enough rollover, we have enough industry that we can just put it in front and still finish the megapole on the same turn. Well then, I suppose we'll save our dust. I don't know exactly what we're saving our dust for, because we definitely are not going to be able to afford another hero. I guess, have we moved? Yeah, we have moved you already. It is not 100% impossible for us to find another Eclipse Ruin, or maybe even two, if we just take, the most movement-efficient path up into the darkness, and just hope, basically. So I suppose that's got to be the plan, over there. What is our plan for this guy? Is there any move that's better than just try to get out of Pink's territory? Probably any move that isn't get out of Pink's territory ends with us dead. So probably that ought to be the play. This guy has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movements, so that'll get us far enough away to not get killed by him. This army... Oh, that's a settler. We know what that guy's job is. Okay, well, I think we have the resources necessary to move on to the next turn, at least. We probably... I'm debating how much I want to start building another settler almost immediately. Like here in Dean, maybe once the public library is finished. Because we really do need to keep expanding, and we don't know who Blue is or what faction they are, or whether or not they have the ability to expand. I think their border was here when we first saw it, right? So we don't know that they can expand. They might be Cult or Mykara or something. But if they can expand... Well, I guess us taking Adoran is going to keep them off of our next settle. And maybe we're not in a big hurry. I don't know. That's not a decision we have to make right this second. Let's just make sure that this one guy gets as far away from that pink army as he can. Would love to not lose a unit for absolutely no reason. It does look like they're giving chase. So he has 2 move left. Okay, if next turn we run to here, he will be able to catch us if he wants. We'll have to see if they think that's worth their time. We have full health. We can afford to retreat one time. Alright. So let us go into the north. Well, people have definitely been here. Show me something. We have 6 move left. Oh, that's a sparkle. Okay, it's not an Eclipse search. It's a normal search. And we got a quest to search 2 ruins in Inga. Wow, that's very far away from me. The reward for that quest is just 30 titanium? But it's... but that's such a long run. No, we're not doing that. That's ridiculous. Alright, well, bad news for us then. Alright, we got a good settle here. There's a reasonable amount of food. By reasonable at this point, I just mean greater than 0. It is, of course, worth noting that we will not want to build a seed storage in this city right away, so this city is going to have some minor growth problems. And I don't know that we necessarily want to actually move into the new territory this turn, do we? I guess there's no harm in setting up our settle move and having it auto-execute at the beginning of the turn. There's no, like, resource that we want to pop before we grow or anything. Alright, so you have a move entered already, and you're just going to hope that Pink doesn't think it's worth pursuing you through Green's territory to get the kill. It's like, we won't get away, right? If they want to pursue us, we'll be able to retreat once, and then they'll kill us the turn after, because they are faster than we are. We just have to hope they don't think it's worth their time. Okay, I just got an achievement for some reason. Not 100% sure why. Managed to put that city down just before we would have been attacked. Oh, and here's this. That's unfortunate. Well, we're probably going to lose this guy anyway. The AI will not let you just have units. Yep, we knew the museum was under construction. That's totally okay. Somebody just entered Era 3, so we are... we are behind technologically. We are definitely researching at a slower pace this game than we have in some previous games. And I guess we could just keep looking around? Oh, that's a temple ruin. That might have been eclipsed. Like, we might have gotten a good search on that if we had found it last turn. But yeah, mostly we're just looking around for more ruins to search, more science to find from them, etc. So 1 to 20 turns until winter. Because somebody moved up to a new era, there's some more facilities available. Yeah, I have to say, I am not looking forward to this winter. I think it's going to be crappy for us. We don't really need the titanium extractor. We're doing all right on luxuries. We'll have glass stealing come in a minute. So what do we want to build here? Do we just want to make another settler? We went into industry mode. It would only be 2 turns. Yeah, I think I want to grab Masan pretty quickly. Or maybe over here. I don't know. I don't know what the right move is there. We don't have to get that far into it just yet. Do we want to... Okay, well, we definitely don't want to go on industry. So, like, this might be a good thing to spend the dust on. Because we are not going to be able to get another governor. It's just not going to happen. But we could get this city up and running quickly. Yeah, I kind of like that, actually. The next time a dust eclipse comes around, we'll probably make enough money during that eclipse for another hero. Yeah, let's rush the mill foundry, get a mint up, get the library up. Do we want a geomic lab is not like a super high priority here. Yeah, let's leave these in the queue. We'll do that for right now. Okay, so green did not attack us, which is like a miracle. Let's not tempt them too much by staying too close to them. How is Empire-wide approval? Oh, we are just short. Just a tiny little bit short of fervent. Well, we'll have the ability to build sewer systems in 2 turns. That's probably going to be a pretty high priority. For right now, everything is remarkably chill. Shockingly so. Come on, something really cool. Oh, an avenging army. No, run away! Well, 15 wine is not really that cool. No, never mind. 15 wine's actually a great reward, because that'll give us exactly enough to pop a booster when our current wine booster ends. Okay. That's pretty cool. I'm down with us maybe getting some free stuff here. I'll tell you, I love that quest. So what is this avenging army? It's 2 rumblers. Well, our stone sentinel definitely cannot fight them. But I believe they will chase us. We might be able to lead them over to our territory. Like have our hero be moving aggressively in that direction. Are these guys pacified? Yes, they are. Okay, cool. We got to deal with this, too. What did they want? They wanted a thing that I am not willing to do. Oh, those Titan bones would be really cool to have, though. How much time would it take to build 3 Harmonites? Wouldn't be that long. And we need to have military units anyway. I really wish the Megapole was done already. We could just pump those out real fast. Yeah, we'll try to actually satisfy that quest, because I really do want the Titan Bones there. Those will help us build up our military. So here, there's no sense in fighting. Let's run. Maybe they'll just pursue us. I have no idea, actually. I guess they will have enough movement to catch me, so maybe just run is not a real plan. I don't know. I certainly couldn't have fought them. Alright. So we gotta start thinking, like, pretty much right now... Oh, what a shitty time for winter. At a moment when I, like, really desperately need to move a unit quickly. Winter comes up. Alright, the Urkans are not back yet. They will be back soon. Got our sewer systems available. Winter added a turn to both of my constructions that we're going to finish. That's crappy. We probably want the sewer system here more than we want the Empire, or more than we want the library. Sewer system is definitely a high priority here. I'm going to assume... Yeah, that's... The thing is, if we built the sewer system here, it would give us another 15% industry. It might actually be worth the short delay. It'll undo the turn of delay, I believe. And you're just dead. That's a shame. Do a tiny bit of damage. Wow, he did a lot more damage on his way out than I would have thought. Maybe he could have just stood and fought them. Well, anyway, like I said, I believe they will run directly toward our civilization, so we will have time to... We will be able to fight them. Oh, it was Purple who got this museum. Man, taking Purple over might be a thing that would be a good idea for the long-term safety of our people. We are definitely still first on this, and we have a lot of stuff to build right now. I'm wondering if we want to go alchemical alloys first here, because we certainly have the income. No, golem camps are so important. We cannot not take the golem camp. Yeah, actually that, building that sewer, we spent one extra turn to take 2 turns off of the building cost there. That worked out pretty well, actually. Alright, so let's get you built, and it's going to take about a year to walk over to where we need to be. Where actually do we want to settle in this province? I guess we don't really need to decide that right this moment. Let's start by getting over there, and then we'll figure it out. So we need to decide on an empire plan. It's going to be 80... It's going to be 80 influence to get a tier 1 plan. Are we on track for 80 influence? We are. We're actually making quite a bit now. The sewers help. Each sewer gives you an extra point per turn. Yeah, maybe we'll be fine on that without worrying about it too much. I would like a bigger empire plan, but I think it's probably infeasible. We're talking about a lot of influence. Alright, green pressed up to blue. That might be good for us. It might also mean that green views us as a serious competitor for space, which could lead to a declaration of war. We don't have any military, but we do have a strong ability to suddenly have a military. Oh, our wine ran out. That's a shame. All that added a turn back onto the Megapole. The thing is, I really do want to build some Harmonites. So we really do want those Titan Bones. I guess those Titan Bones only help us if we get them before we put down this next city. That said, I would probably be willing to slow down the actual planting of the city a little bit. but I'm certainly not going to wait 12 turns. Well, let's build a Harmonite here, and then we can build one out of the capital. We can build one out of Adoran when it finishes its sewer system. We can get them together a little faster than that. It is a little bit of a shame that we didn't get any of the quests that lead to you getting a free military unit. That could have been sped up for us. Alright, the first Urkan has actually emerged. It wants 30 Titan bones, and it lives as far from us as is possible, I think? Yeah. That's like as far east and west of us as it could be without actually getting closer on one side, and also it's on the north edge of the map. Well, I feel like we were unfairly disadvantaged in the pursuit of this Titan, or this Urkan, but what are you going to do? And sadly, now we must move some people on to Dust. Well, we certainly can't do it in the capital. Capital's very busy. Yeah, that sucks. This winter needs to end. I'm seeing 1 to 19 remaining turns of winter, and it is making me very nervous. You can certainly go grab this pearl. Got ourselves 15 gold, which is nice. Yeah, this, the wine that we're going to get from killing these guys is going to help us a ton. Come on, grab them. And then we got to go up and defeat that Sisters of Mercy army that's hanging out up there as well. Come on, winter. Just come to an end. This should be very, very easy. And it does have the nice side benefit of getting some XP for Sayalatocha. We do have to make sure he doesn't get murdered, though. I move before they do, so I think we want the golem at least to be real close to him so that I have the option of going after them. If we have the golem go after them, like, we can have the golem attack this guy. Have our lord attack this guy. Because, like, our hero's HP doesn't matter. He'll regen and he'll be fine. We just gotta make sure that this guy doesn't die. But I think we can afford for him to take one hit here. Him being at full and everything. And then he won't have to lead on anybody after that. Yeah, you guys will focus here. Okay. Look at that. He even gets to fight from a forest space. I probably could have not taken that damage with the hero, just had him back off. Oh, whatever. Oh, hi, Green. What's up? So we are definitely immediately repopping that. Sayalatocha has earned himself that first level up, which sadly is not worth anything. And I'm a little torn. Part of me definitely wants to sit right here and just attack these guys at the beginning of the next turn. It's like, to some degree, it depends on whether I think Green's likely to declare war on me already. Because if Green's not thinking about fighting us, then it's possible that attacking them here is not a good idea, because it will put us on their radar, so to speak. It's not worth trying to build a Harmonite here. But if they were already planning to fight us, which they totally might be, because Broken Lords love to fight, weakening their army is a pretty good idea, and we have like a really good opportunity here to jump them while they're super wounded and just kill 4 units. Like, I think we're going to do it. The odds that we just have peace with these Broken Lords and they never give us any trouble are very low. I just can't see that happening. Probably ought to research alchemical alloys. I think that's going to be important in our near future. We definitely also want to grab Imperial coinage, maybe even next. Because we want to have access to the part of the market that has all of the Palladian on it, for the purpose of potentially moving our faction quest forward. I think I'm going to stay right here, and we're going to fight these guys next turn. We should be able to take them without losses. Broken Lord units are tough, but they're really bad at doing damage. They're a lot like our own units, actually. Yeah, let's do this. I think we can afford to move our settler into position. Because we pacified these villages so long ago, I don't believe there are any hostile minor faction armies wandering that region. You are not allowed to run through my territory. That is not okay. I think we're going to intentionally stay back on the first turn, so let's make sure that we're not in a space where they can attack us. We don't want to move forward into spaces where they can attack us either. Okay, you move to there, you just move to there. You can move to here, that's safe, right? Yeah. And you can move to here. You move to here. That is safe, and also it is a high morale tile. Okay, we'll let them creep forward for a turn, and then next turn we have at them properly. Alright, he should be able to just drop whoever he attacks, I think. He has 120 defense. I might hit him for half damage. Ah, whatever. That's fine. You shoot him. One of you needs to attack that guy. One of you needs to attack this guy. Then probably it's going to be the case that only these two are left. I'm hoping. But we'll keep him targeted there just in case we don't quite manage to pull it off. Okay, we got a good attack off. That's right, I'm looking at his 120 damage versus our 110 attack, but I'm not factoring in the huge attack boost from charge. Yeah, that seems reasonable. You know, I ran as many spaces as I could because I was just like, spend movement, get the most value out of charge possible, but I probably should have actually had him attack from the forest so that we were getting the defense bonus so we would lose less health. And I'm going to have our hero disengage from battle here. We do not need to take more damage. And let that damage fall on the militia. Okay. Don't move your armies through my territory. 23 extra XP per turn, or 23 extra XP on both of those heroes is really nice. We'll take a little bit of a roundabout route. I want to see if there are any pearls sitting around. Obviously, it would be really nice to have some pearls. That's also part of why I want this guy in this territory as quickly as possible. I would love to find some pearls. Alright, probably it's going to be the other two Harmonites come out of here. We really do want to get that done as quickly as possible, right? Like, is that actually more important than building the Golem Camp? It might be. Looks to me like the Golem Camp in this region is going to be on one of these two tiles. Actually, we'll have our hero drop a Volcano Former over here. Let's see. Naturally, there's one food on these snowy field tiles and no food on the dirt field tiles. If we want to pick up more food, we should put the Golem Camp here. I think that's probably the smart move. So yeah, Golem Camp there. I'm wondering if I'm gonna let myself slow down a little bit too much. Like, maybe we just skip this Because we're talking about probably not actually putting down the city for another few turns over this issue of me wanting to have the 20 Titan Bones before we settle the city and move the booster cost up to 25. I don't know, hold on. Let's not have anything in the queue. Let's finish this, see what the rollover looks like, see what the actual construction time for those guys looks like once we have the Megapole and the extra tiles. We'll make that decision next turn. You are not building any units in any case. I think I'm just going to get started on the seed storage, and we're going to fingers crossed that winter will end shortly. I don't think it makes sense to build a golem camp here before building a golem camp here. And we only have enough glass steel to do one of those things right away. Well, you know what? With the Megapole completes our glass steel extractor, and then we have 2.5 glass steel per turn coming out of it because of our Silix. We actually could start the golem camp here right now, and by the time we're ready to build one in the capital, we will have the resources again. Okay, so if we were going to build a golem camp in this region, we don't actually yet know where might be best. We can do it over here by the chromatic land, and that gets us the point from the ruins as well, but there could be better stuff up there. It's possible that we want to wait until we've explored a little bit more. Yeah, maybe. Alright, it would be 6... Oh yeah, we definitely have to make this volcano former out of titanium. That's very important. I do wish that, like... So you notice when we mouse over this, it's like the new output will be 23, 6, 5, 10, but that's only true during the winter removing the food from these tiles. I really wish that there was... that the values on that were like the new output under normal circumstances will be this, where it shows you the values of the tiles without the temporary modifiers like winter. Ah, well. To some degree, it helps, like, the only way to get around that is just to know, like, to be able to look at it and go, okay, that's a normal forest tile. It's going to be 1 food, 2 industry. So do we want to... Yeah, I think we will put some production into the storage, into the seed storage, until we actually know what all the tiles up here look like, and we can make our informed decision about the golem camp. Alright, go infrastructure, go. Oh, what a wonderful time for winter to end. I'm so happy about that. Alright, so we have our Megapole, we have our glass steel. We have a level up for Exit the Chosen, which is no surprise at all. Go ahead and drop that. Ah yes, we did in fact build a glass steel extractor on that deposit, so we've gained our pretty good crossbow. We have nobody who can wield a crossbow to use it, but that might not always be true. Somebody has 30 units in their army. It is Red. Okay, Red, the only player we know absolutely nothing about. But actually, we can make a guess. From the fact that they've earned 2,000 influence already, I'd put money on them. Well, no, I was about to say I'd put money on them being Draken, but they can't be Draken or we would have met them at the beginning of the game. What if... You know what? They could be the Cult, actually. The Cult gets a lot of influence pretty early on. And the Cult gets a lot of military units. Yeah, it could be that the red player is somewhere in their single settlement. Okay, so it looks like probably this is the place where the golem camp goes, but now that winter has ended, I definitely want to finish that seed storage. So a golem camp is 3 turns. What does it take to build one of these Harmonites? 240, so a little bit less than 2 turns. It's like 1 2/3 turns. We can get the 2 of them out in 3 turns. Yeah, alright, I'm going to do it that way, and then we'll build the golem camp. I think we will put it here, despite the fact that this tile doesn't have as many exploitable tiles around it as we would like. Just because there's so much industry from those two anomalies. 221.59 versus, like, we could put it over here. It's 611.12.5. It is worth noting that this comes with another 10 approval as well. Yeah, I think that's the right move. Our home region is kind of strange. And you are just walking around looking for pearls, I guess? We get those Harmonites finished. Seems like a dangerous thing to do with a settler. But hey, we found some. We might be able to meet blue by going up this way, and actually, now that we see that blue has taken this region, we definitely need to get Masan soon. Yeah, this has worked out slightly awkwardly. I think we'll be okay, though. Okay, Green's mad about the thing that they did to us already. You know what? Maybe that would be a good implementation. I talked about how it feels kind of crappy that the AI does things to you with no penalty that they would penalize you for. Maybe a good implementation of that is that anything they've already done to you, they don't get mad at anymore. Ooh, hey, a ruin. It's like in a game like this one where they have already killed our units during Cold War, they don't get mad at you for killing their units during Cold War. Definitely try to drop one of them immediately. I'm a little bummed out that they're standing in that forest. Wow, that was a huge amount of damage. Holy crap. What the hell? Sisters of Mercy units are generally pretty bad fighters. Apparently not today they aren't. Okay, it's real good for us that she did that. And we are now finished giving orders. This is going to be our two units standing here and slugging at each other. Okay, well, we'll kill him next time, I guess. Bring a settler to these ruins. That quest is terrible. Ah, my god. And of course, there was a minor faction army waiting right there that had not spent any of its movement. It was just waiting for us to enter. That's really crappy, actually. So yeah, we just die. These guys have flying and 2 movement. It's possible that I could just play keep away. Like, the worst thing would be to lose this hero, right? If we move to, like, right here, and you... not necessarily all the way back into the corner. I'm wondering if we can just stay far enough away from them for it not to be an issue. They're going to come after this guy, and our hero can run. I don't think they have enough movement to kill the hero this way. So it sucks to lose that unit, but losing the hero would be the thing that would be really expensive for us. I'm pretty sure he is now safe. Don't have enough movement to get over here. Yeah, that sucks. Well, I guess let's run. Up out this guy, and we may as well have him head over to this city, because this is where he's going to need to be. We can have the hero. We could just assign the hero to this army, actually. So in 2 turns, we get them out. It's going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to be 2 turns before we can talk to the Sisters of Mercy. And then on that turn, we want this guy to be in position to put the city down. So probably no more looking around. It does look like purple's not really expanding toward us. Like now I actually have to figure out where we want to go. Exit is definitely going for Inspirational Leader. And I talked about switching the heroes. I think we probably will when I put people back on food. We will switch Exit over to Dean. But that's not going to be until after the Golem camp goes up, I think, so not an immediate concern. All right, they have their Dust Bishops already. Stalwart design is still not terribly scary. Ice Wargs are always dangerous, though. Alright, so where exactly do we want to put down? Here's not bad. 10, 19, 4, 5. Yeah, that's pretty compelling. It almost has to be there, which is a little bit of a shame because that position is far away from the rest of our cities and definitely attackable by purple. But I do think that's it. Alright, so now we're just waiting. Got our seed storage up. Let's get our golem camp in position, or at least get it started. Where do we want to put? I guess right here is... They're all kind of bad positions. This one has a lot of food, at least. You can see here, if we mouse over and get a tooltip, each of these totally green tiles is 3 points of food. Once we get the volcano former down. Which we'll do with this army once we plant that. Do we want to move people off of food while we work the golem camp? Probably, because we're building a point of population, right? Let's get marketplace access. It turns out we still have a lot of stuff going on in the building queues. We don't need to research a new building right now. Let's have them walk up the cliff, merge in, and then... Ah, that's right. The Silics do take damage from the lava, which is a little unfortunate. And green is moving an army with a hero into position on our border, so they're going to attack. This is a really inconvenient moment for that. Well, maybe not. It would not be great for us for them to do that. Not much we can do about it, though. I guess we'll have to just wait and see what happens. Alright, make sure these guys don't found the city. I don't think I gave them the order to found the city. Just trying to give them a new order to process immediately so they don't do anything stupid. Okay, look, here's my army with 3 minor faction units in it. Hooray! Also, Makani Che gets a level up off of that. Our initiative is basically 0. Plus 5 initiative is not going to do anything for this army. Let's just take the hero damage bonus instead. Pop our Titan Bone booster, so 50% extra industry on all our cities. Found the new city immediately. And notice, we don't have an eclipse timer. I think that means that there's going to be a winter before there's an eclipse. That's kind of crappy. I'll definitely get this done quickly. How quickly can we get it? Can I move some people back over to food? Or to... Yeah. Okay, there we go. Seed storage and another point of population in 2 turns is a pretty okay start. So let's talk about our unit designs. We now have titanium weapons. I think we probably want to throw some titanium claws on these dudes. We also want to hook Makani Che up with some better gear. We're certainly not going up against any cavalry. Well, that's not true. They do have... Hold on, let's do this. They do have ice wargs, and ice wargs are cavalry. They're also the most dangerous units in the enemy army. I wonder if that's enough reason to maybe go for a great big long spear. Plus 40% damage to cavalry. Yeah, actually, I think I'm going to go for the long spear over the hammer. The hammer is definitely more broadly useful, but the thing I'm most scared of are their cavalry. All right, and we have the retrofit necessary here. Can we hook Soyala Tocho up with some good stuff? Oh, you know what? He can use one of those. Oh, he can't. We're a single point short. Okay, well, we will not upgrade his weapon just yet. Give him a decent shield. What is the dust cost of upgrading him to a titanium shield? It's 18 dust to do that, versus only 8 dust to do this. What's the difference? 6 defense plus 5% health. 6 defense plus 10% health. The same level of block and sharp sense. I don't know that I think it's worth the extra resource cost. Because we're going to find that we have the ability to go through titanium pretty quickly while building upgraded troops out of the Megapole City, I think. We should probably move these guys back over onto industry. I forgot that they were over there. That's fine. They needed to make that dust because we needed to be able to afford the retrofits. So what is the retrofit cost of giving him the good crossbow? Okay, no dust at all. Just the resources. Alright, if these guys declare war on us, we will probably just keep Drigador on full industry mode. Definitely not what I am hoping will happen, but it is what it looks like is going to happen, right? That means we don't really have time to send anybody over here to volcano form this. We should have volcano formed it while we were moving up here to do stuff. Yeah, that's... Greed's timing is really annoying for us here, which means it's good timing for them. They're doing the right thing. We can't even try to talk Pink into declaring on them from the other side to threaten them because Pink can't declare war. Oh, we can see a blue city. Alright, so blue is Valters then. Shit, man, if we had met blue... I'm wondering if the right play is going to end up being, let's get Diplomats Mance and try to get peace with blue and negotiate them into a war against green. Not that I necessarily want to accelerate a Valter player. It might be necessary. Alright, if they attack us here, we could be in a lot of trouble. I'm hoping that moving my army up into vision will make them think that it's not worth doing it. Let's definitely get Soyala Tocho equipped with that very fine crossbow. Hey guys, what's up? Can't help but notice that you're standing around my city. Okay, that came late enough that it's probably not going to help us too much. I think went into battle a bunch of times there. Not certain what that portends. Yeah, alright, I'm hoping that we have done enough to make them think that this attack might not be as free as it seemed to them to be. And then these cities are both going to be considerably more powerful next turn. We'll be able to pump a bunch of units out. Hopefully we will be okay here. So I think we probably want to actually research our Golem Rider. I think we're definitely going to want to use Golem Riders this game. We haven't met blue, which is going to make it hard to talk them into war here. Probably... And we know we have to research Golem Riders for our quest anyway. Yeah, let's make that the next priority. Alright, 2 Golem camps up. 2 cities with enhanced productive capabilities. a level for Soyala Tocho, which unfortunately is going to have to just be more industry. And it's not even a huge amount more industry. In fact, that might have been 0 points of industry for this city right now. You're not going to colonize the region of Skithaln. Where even was that? Oh, it's that one. Interesting. That is a pretty aggressive move from Purple. Yeah, we're going to be in some trouble pretty soon, I think. Can't get that done in one. Alright, well, I guess leave that mixture of dudes. It does not cost us very much time to grab the titanium extractor, and then we got to make like a whole lot of units. So we don't actually have to make Harmonite anymore, though. Let's upgrade our Stone Sentinels to a similar level and compare stats a little bit. These guys do get to have big Infantry Slayer swords. That's pretty convenient. So, 54 attack and 60 damage with 56 defense versus 3750 with 77 defense. 196 industry versus 256 industry. These guys have sweep strike back, which is nice because they're almost certainly always going to get attacked rather than attacking. These guys have inner fire, which is of limited value in this battle. There's only a couple of volcanic spaces available. I actually think I like the Harmonite better. The Harmonite are a better move. They do not have the speed necessary to quickly get to the enemy Dust Bishops, which is something of a concern. But that's the only ranged unit that we see here. They probably won't have a lot of Dust Bishops. It'll probably be like 1 per army. Their initiative is bad too, but I think it's better than ours, right? Yeah. It's actually, I forgot how bad Broken Lord initiative is. It's so close that the initiative boost from Makaniche's skill would actually probably have been meaningful. Well, oops. I remembered that our stats are bad, and I did not remember what the enemy stats were. So we can pump out a Harmonite every turn. They're actually cheaper than 1 per turn. In 4 turns, we'll have Golem Riders, so we'll have somebody who's a little bit better at killing. What is the actual... What is the defensive difference? 77 defense on 136 health versus 56 defense on 178 health. So it's hard to say exactly. But with the enemy attack value being so low, I think raw life is better than defense because they're going to be hitting for pretty poor attack tables anyway. We could just go at them right now and get the garrison of both cities and the heroes from both cities. But we also could do that at the beginning of the next turn and get an extra Harmonite in on the process. We step up your gear a little bit, maybe? We don't have a ton of money to play with. If I were to go to one of these, I'd have to cut all of the other stuff. Well, his survivability is not that important if that Harmonite's in the garrison, because as long as the Harmonite lives through the battle, Exit can't be killed anyway. And him having the ability to kill a little bit might be more important. Especially since he has Infantry Slayer. And their army is largely infantry. Yeah, let's go ahead and give him a sword. I would say at this point it seems pretty likely that they're going to attack me. Oh, actually, do I? Ah, yeah. If we attack right here, they get to include the garrison of their city as well, though. Which we probably don't want to happen. So I guess let's just stay close. If they were to attack me, it's the same thing. Yeah, we'll just stay close and keep an eye on them. Alright, in a couple of turns we'll have a little bit more military strength, and we can maybe stop worrying so much. But right now, I feel vulnerable, for sure. Let's see what they do. So we have a ton of titanium income now. What, 5 per turn? Hi. probably want to do like this and this, I think. If we were to attack them from right here, now we get Adoran's garrison and they don't get their city garrison. Adoran doesn't have a hero, but we could move Sayala-Tocho over just for the purpose of getting to include him in the fight. They only have 3 points of movement, really. Oh, the Morgar hero is slow on land. Yeah, I'm not sure what they're doing. We have got to meet blue. My life would be so much easier if I had some idea whether blue and green were at war. Green's expanding very rapidly, and that blue is going to get mad with them, probably. But it's hard to know. What's our hero's on assignment cooldown? Our hero's so fast. Wonder if, like, let's do this. Let's snap our hero off of this army. Run north. We can definitely get in range to meet blue in 2 turns. And we can snap Mykara back at any moment. It's possible I should have just attacked, but I'm not 100% certain what they're doing. This army is relatively weak right now. Yeah, maybe I should just attack. We could just snap Mykara back right now, right? Sorry I'm a little torn on this. I think that this is a maybe a critical moment. Green's not attacking us right now for some reason. Is that reason that they don't think they can win, or is that reason that they have no intention of attacking us at all? If it's that they currently don't think they can win, but they're trying to be in position, it might be that they have another army, you know, building up. They have something coming forward. This is what we're losing by not having you in the army right away. Not nothing. But like, it may be the case that we can't wait 2 turns, right? Yeah, I'm debating whether I've made a mistake here and should just call Mykara back right now and attack right now, or maybe attack at the beginning of next turn with the extra guy. Because this is a really favorable angle of attack. We get 5 extra militia on top of our troops, plus Exit the Chosen, plus... Here, let's hop in on Exit the Chosen and give him the armor that we can afford to give him. Yeah, this is very favorable, but it basically guarantees war with green. If we don't, if they weren't already planning on attacking us, they will hate us enough after this attack to go for it. A lack of information is killing us here. It's killing me anyway. Green is actually at peace with pink. That won't necessarily make pink hate us. I'm a little worried with this sprawl that we're seeing here. I'm a little worried that somebody might have to do something about green to prevent them from winning. That might be me. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I made an error there. Let's pull Mykara back. On this, we're going to hit end turn, and then we're going to attack so that we get the extra Harmonite in the battle. As soon as it flips over to turn 41 down there in the corner. It's going to mash attack here. Oh no, this attack totally does include Dean. Well, that's actually, like, super excellent then. Okay, the wine's run out, and it cannot be run again. We are merely happy. It's not too bad. Hold on, be right with you. Okay, green closed their borders on us. Yeah, I guess we'll know better what we need to build once we resolve this battle. There's a pretty good chance they just retreat here, right? Because this is a pretty overwhelmingly negative situation for them. I think I want to bring in the extra militia first, just to reduce the likelihood. I guess with both of these units, or both of these armies having Harmonite in their garrisons, we don't necessarily have a great danger of losing any heroes. And maybe that being the case, we just want to bring in the units that are most likely to get kills. But the militia are 100%, 100% expendable. Okay, they want to fight it. I do not think that that is crazy. I think that it is reasonable for them to fight this. So I kind of want to pull dudes way back. Like, we can make that Dust Bishop not have a very productive turn, right? He has 3 moves, so 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. We cannot make him unable to attack us at all. Oh, don't stand on the lava. Oh, actually, yeah, we don't want to start these guys over here because they're not immune to the lava. But over here, they're getting attacked before they get to pick targets. One thing I like a lot about starting over here is that we force the enemies. Yeah, I just won't move forward very much. We force the enemies to come to us and stand in the lava to fight us. Mykara Chase starts way back there and just doesn't do anything on the first turn. In fact, I maybe even should have had this guy stand here. Yeah, maybe. Alright, you just stay put for 1 turn. So they're going to run forward. We definitely want to focus on their cavalry first. You move to there if you can. I almost want to have these two just hold position, because I really want the enemy to have to walk into the lava. What are the odds that I still... Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna tell both of these guys to hold position. Let's see what happens here on this first turn. No big surprise there. Awesome. Gets this dude standing in the lava, taking free damage every turn. This is bad. This is why I needed to position these units a little better. Okay, my actual units are fine in the lava. This is not a problem for them. Mykara Chase does not quite have the movement necessary to attack this guy, which sucks. I think his move is... Oh, they have Sweep Strike back, so I want to attack from here. And then we have very poor control over the table. Like, they have so much initiative on us. This is an awesome position for Soyala Tocho. You have only 3 range. I think standing in this forest is pretty good for him, though. Yeah, and again, I kind of just want this guy to hold position. Like, the shape of our formation is pretty important to us. Okay, that is exactly what we built Mykara Chase to do. Now, it is worth noting, something we have to be wary of, that the stalwarts will heal if something that they have attacked this turn... no, that's not... Here it is. Yeah, if something they attack this turn dies, they get 20% of their max HP healed. So it is bad to have our units die in more senses than just, like, hey, your units don't work when they're not alive. Okay, definitely press that dude. You stand right there and shoot at this guy, I guess. Let's try to work the guy who's in the lava if we can. Yep, you attack right there. I think I'm just going to keep this guy in position. Like, they haven't pressed forward what they could. And if we move him to here, because they only have 1 speed, if we move him to here, he ends his turn in the lava, takes a bunch of damage, then he moves to here and takes a bunch of damage, and I am absolutely willing to have Mykara go like a guided torpedo in on that Dust Bishop. Hey, not bad. Yep, so they get their heal, which sucks, but then we get to take all that health right back off. And we're working that guy. Okay, this is good. Makani needs to definitely keep chasing him. Exit the Chosen is here, and he is ready to fight. What we probably ought to do with this guy is, if we are able... Should I disengage Makani from here and lock this guy in place, just to ensure that we can make the moves I would like to move here, or the moves I'd like to make here? Because it would be very convenient for us if we could get this guy out of this space and this guy into that space. But also this Dust Bishop does have to die. And by having Makani over here, we're preventing him from doing what he wants to do. These guys have this Life Siphon ability, which heals adjacent friendly units based on the damage the Dust Bishop deals with its attacks. So these guys are very, very powerful, and I do want to get him down quickly. Yeah, let's just ensure he dies. Makani Che is an extremely good killer. Okay, that guy gave up the space anyway. Interesting. Not too worried about their lord. Don't think he's a real concern. I definitely want you to move to here. You just attack that guy. You just attack that guy. You should move to this space. Yeah, I'm really, really, really not worried about their lord. Actually, it's not really safe for us to stand there, for anybody else to stand there, so that could be Makani's move. Okay. Oh, he exploded. I forgot about the explosions. So this hero is pretty bad at fighting. Not exactly a terror, but he does have the ability to buff a friendly unit with this, which will cause it to explode when it dies. And we took some we took some hits on that. That was not ideal. I want to be careful here and make sure that people are not running into lava for no reason, because like, we do not need the whole force to get the job done. In fact, I'm gonna all of these units in just stand your ground mode. Okay. So we killed a full army of theirs, including a hero, at not no cost, but low cost, right? Yeah, we lost a single Harmonite. That's pretty good for shifting the balance of power in our favor. It might be a good idea for us to go on the offensive. That may be a thing we need to do. Pop you guys out. Pop you guys out. So actually, we don't have meritocratic promotion yet. That's something we probably ought to fix. Can we get vision of the city? What does it look like? Oh, right. Borders are closed. That city could have a full garrison. Can we afford to give Makani Che the thing that increases our vision by 1 space? No, we cannot. We will be able to next turn, though. Provided I put anybody at all on dust. And one big downside of using Harmonites is that we do have to pay for military upkeep on them, where we don't on the Stone Sentinels. So maybe it's a good idea to, at this point, produce a bunch of Stone Sentinels to accompany us. Especially since they're so cheap. You guys can build some infrastructure buildings. Don't worry about getting on the warpath just yet. And in fact, maybe even go back to food focus. Over here, we still have a lot of like very basic important stuff to build. Yeah, Geomic Labs is like okay over here. It's not great. do have a titanium extractor that we can put up. Maybe that is a higher priority. Probably a higher priority than the geomic labs, at least. So, I would like to produce another military unit here. I think the way we're going to do that is by creating a new Stone Sentinel design that doesn't use strategics. You're just like the total garbage fodder troop, right? We'll produce the good Stone Sentinels when we can afford to, and the other ones when we can't. Alright, so we'll have a lot of units to work with next turn. There's not really a lot of sense in declaring war right now, because we wouldn't be able to attack the city anyway, but we could do it at the beginning of next turn and push them, and I think that might be the plan. Yeah, I'm a little worried about green expanding out very aggressively here. I'm thinking that we might right at this moment have a little bit of an advantage over them because we've killed 10 of their units plus a hero in the last few turns. Like their local military strength is probably as low as it's ever going to be. So yeah, I think that's the plan. We probably will start things off in tomorrow's episode with a bang, but we are out of time for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time to see if I can survive this early war with green, and we'll see you then.